Hello everyone, welcome to Red Dragon Model Works. My name is Gilbert. I'm also known as Red Dragon 62. I'm in between bills right now, so I'm kind of, hands are going like this here. I need something to do. Stopped at the hobby shop, picked up a few things. My local hobby shop here. Let me show you what I got for my next build. Well, I was at the hobby shop today. I had a couple of dollars. Not much. And I was debating whether I should get a Dragon tank, which I'm going to get. Cohen, I'm going to get one. Tiger tank. Saw one, good price, pick it up next week. And I had so much fun with that 172 Sopwith pup that I thought, what the heck? Let's get another one. I know, need to have my head examined, right? Picked up this little guy for $9. Not too bad. I'm going to enjoy that. At least this one here is closed and I'm pretty sure all the parts are there. I also picked up this one from Rodin for $9. Another 172 Fokker. And then I couldn't pass this guy up. A little Newport 27. So these are the three. I'll get to these a little later on. But what I'm excited about, I love submarine guys. I love German submarines. World War II German submarines. So I got this guy. A 1144 Type C. Alright gentlemen. So what I'm doing now is getting those little supports, getting them inside here. So there's two of them. So at the moment, I'm just cleaning them up so I get a nice flush fit. See? There, let me lower that a little bit. No, you probably don't have to do that. I just want to get a flush fit. So, let me lower this. Okay, so that sits right in here in that little tab there. So for that, I use a little heavier cement. A little dab in there. Ah, come on. There we go. A little squirt in there. Get that out of the way. And that sits I just want to make sure she's nice and tight in there. Just like that. And there's another one. Right here. Just like that. All I'm doing is there's some right here where I just cut it off the sprue. Just knock that off. I'm not cutting into it. I'm just bumping that little tab off very lightly using my hobby knife to clean it out. On that. It's a little bit more hard there. So just do that. There's a seam in there. And I want this to fit nice and flush. I'm sure you can do it with sandpaper. I'm used to doing it with this. I mean, I wouldn't do it on the outside that heavy because then you run the risk of scoring into the... Alright, I guess this one sits right like so. Okay. So let me get that one glued in. Okay, have to make sure it's in that little tab there. Hold it for a few seconds. There we go. Now, to me, extra thin would probably work. For stuff like that, I use a little bit. I'll come back with a little extra thin, slap it in there, or some testers. Just get on the edges there, just to make sure I got a good right in there. right up in here, just like that. Just want to make sure she don't move. Right here, just like that. Alright, now I'm gonna join the two halves together, but before I tape it down, or glue it down, I wanna one more time make sure the fit is good. So give me a second, I'll be right back. Let me tape this together. Here, let's get it right now. You know, these little Revell U-boats are really sweet. Not gonna be, there's some seam there, and that can be sanded and a little bit of putty. It's not gonna take a lot. Like right in there, and it fits pretty good. Now I'm gonna take, before I glue that down, I'm gonna get the top, the deck here, get that sitting in there, and then we'll see how she looks in a minute. That's pretty cool. So I'll be back in a second. What I'm doing is, here's the deck. So I just cut it off the sprue. So all I'm doing is sanding down any rough edges there, where I took her off the sprue. And right alongside here, again, where she came off the sprue. That's a 320. Now go with a, right here with a 400, and just lightly, and you won't even know where she came off the sprue. I'll show you in a second. Can you notice? It was right there. See, like here. Hold on. You'll see right there is where she came off the sprue. So, take my hobby knife, very gently, lay it flat, and take the little nub off, screw it down a little bit. Now, I'm fully aware that their majority of modelers, they got better ways to do it. I'm not showing you guys anything you don't know. But what I'm doing is I'm gearing this to the guys that were like me, that didn't have anybody, you know, just starting out again, or been away for a while, and just a little few tips and tricks. Just something to show them what I'm doing, you know, and if I can help them through trial and error that I've done, you know, then it makes me happy, you know. I'm a very amateur, and I don't consider myself in any way, shape, form, or fashion even an accomplished modeler. I'm just starting out, and I want to, if I can help somebody that's in the same situation that I'm in, then we'll learn together. You know, we'll take this journey together, and that's my thing, man. All right, now she sits in here like a soul, just like that. All right, what I'm doing now is I'm getting the deck in, so making sure that all the burrs and the little nubs from the sprue, because, you know, believe it or not, this is a nice little kit. I'd like to get the really big one. This wasn't too bad. I got it for 20 bucks. Probably could have got it cheaper online, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's a hobby shop that I go to all the time. They're good people. You know, they've always treated me fair. So I try to keep some business there whenever I can. I use this little sponge. It's a very fine 3M sponge, so I can go in there and just make sure that it's nice and smooth, but that I don't flatten out that little round edge there. I don't want to go in there too hard, because then there's a lot of little detail that I'll show you guys in a second. There's a lot of detail on that edge there, or on the deck rather. There, let me, look at that. I mean, there's a lot of it, and there's just a little lip there, and I don't want to sand that down too much where I lose it. Here, let me turn this a little bit. So all I'm doing right now is just dry fitting everything, and so far so good. There she is for now. Got the top deck done. Did a little sanding on the bottom to try to get rid of that seam there. I'll probably have to go in there with a little bit of surfacer, excuse me, and get that out of there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on the conning tower. There's other pieces here and there, but I want to get that done first. If I were to follow this, it tells me to put the bubbles, you know, a bunch of the other things on there. The propeller, you know, I want to put the propeller on last because I want to paint the hull first. So, we'll get back to that in a minute. Give me a second. I'll be right back, brothers. Alright, what I'm doing now, so I don't know if you can see that, drilling a little hole there with a 1mm drill, a bit. What I need to do is this piece here, which goes in the front, but there are two brackets, that's one of them, and then here's the other one. They give you the option of doing them, so there's no holes drilled in there, so I have to drill them. So let's I got them marked off, so very carefully let's get those two done. Okay, those are done. Those two right there. And now, let's fit this in here. Make sure it fits in there. Oh. And that goes, yeah, see, it goes right in there. So let me get some glue on that. See, I took it off at the base. It was easier to work on. Now let me drop a little Tamiya in there. This thing keeps moving on me. A little squirt there. Alright, here comes the... I got shaky hands, so make sure I don't jack this up. Okay, that's in there. You see it's moving on me here. One's in. Alright, got him in. Alright, and that's that one. Now what I'll do is, again, one more fit. Before I glue this bad boy down. I just want to make sure everything fits right. Alright, that hole's going to go in there. Now I got this little one here. I'm going to lose that, so. And that one's going to go right about, okay. There, that went flying. Alright. I'll be right back.